Yeah, that's it.
Morning session, I think so. One more.
पता है हमको.
Morning, more people came, huh? Tell
I
me
think
that's
so.
true.
I think so. No.
Came, change was true. But it was
पता है भाई मैं गया
like no extra.
खाना का.
No, that's the, I think,
Presentation is pending or done?
penny.
Ah. He's like,
ठीक है मैं बाद में करता हूँ. ठीक है.
I mean, he needs to give presentation. You didn't make a PPT. Okay, you are at to present.
Yes.
You have the laptop?
Oh, can connect it.
He's sharing
I want to.
Ravi's.
You have all presentations. I didn't know.
All are sharing to me. I don't have all.
Oh, okay.
That's like last week we went to him and he was present.
Oh, time starts now. Take 10. First rule, under promise. Okay, Ravi will be correcting it, so he'll have all the presentation. No, I was asking. So who you will start your presentation first. Why not?
Which one?
This is yeah. I know you speak. We will discuss. Why here?
Yeah.
Telugu movie.
Yeah.
You know.
Janu Telugu, Tamil
Correct. 96.
99, Tamil
90,
90,
not 96.
Tamil 96,
See, you are so confident. Just that.
Telugu Janu.
No. That solo traveler song. Today I'm like understanding the hecticness of the event because Kadri sir and Nidhi were not there. So morning I was there, evening I was there. So I had the lunch. So today I was telling someone
I given the answer.
travel, lunch, again office work. So like generally I have little break here and there, but today is like so now I can if I tell you time management, I'll pause a bit and then tell. Prakriti is like now you understand. Now you know us.
Even the timing is till 9.
Oh, go home.
Till night 12 o'clock something.
That's actually it's a good one. That's right. I should follow the timings because afternoon I was rushing. By the time I went,
Done.
I think I didn't get it in. I didn't know pieces. They like said.
Yeah, it's
I think that's the most painful part than the hecticness. So 20. Hey, Shriyankar. Oh, cut. Shriyankar, can you hear us? Charlie, your presentation done? Happy for you. Then you need time. That's what I'm.
Ready?
Okay, no, finish that. It's fine. So how many of you here will be giving presentations to the clients in general? So Adit, Priyanka? Not Hector.
Sorry, Solomon.
Solomon, So Adit, Priyanka and Solomon, only three, right? Rest of you are, no, it's all internal.
Rarely,
No, we
rarely.
Rarely,
we
okay.
give presentation not directly from PPT but from our portal.
You walk them through the portal.
Walk
demos. Okay. That's clear. Maybe we'll start, okay, I think. So whoever is not presenting, generally present to the clients, what is the benefit of this session for you?
We can learn now,
Learn like what?
like how to present and be confident.
Where will you use it? Where do you think it will be of use to you?
In future, if it is any requirement or something, it is coming, or we are getting the any opportunity like this, so we can implement this session also.
Not a project. You can project. This is just for them to just share the screen. Okay. Like one point, actually this side is not presenting. So there the use case is clear. They'll be presenting. So they just want to like kind of fine tune practice, go to next level, everything. For whoever is not presenting, one use case is maybe in the future, one, you'll get an opportunity because you are prepared. Or when there is a need, you can go and fulfill that need. One, what else? That's a good point.
Self-confidence, self-improvement. Yeah.
Public
Ritesh.
speaking,
That's right.
public speaking.
I'll just finish that. One is a tool of self-confidence, right? Because when you're comfortable here, that confidence will develop that you can face the crowd. and that confidence will be useful in general, right? Like for example, a lot of time when you are doing good with math or practicing that math, that logical ability will develop. The same, like good spillover effects.
Public speaking.
Public speaking, right? Why public speaking is important? You won't come and give presentations here.
No, not here, but to clients I will give, right?
Okay, how will being here will help in giving to the clients? Because client is majorly at screen, right? Like especially not, maybe some of you will be traveling to the client side and all, but say yours is generally via screen, right?
No, I have traveled to client location. as
What is the percentage out of 10 presentations?
Like two,
5 or 2 8?
2 8.
2 is at client side. 8 is this one, which is what my point is. If your 80% is this thing, how do you think that this will help? I'm not telling it will be not useful.
No, it will be similar. Like we are doing through Teams. It's just like I don't know the clients who all are. I don't know my audience. Like face-to-face interaction is not there, but still I'm presenting to so many people. Right?
Correct.
It will be similar, not same but similar.
Correct. Prakriti, you, what do you think? They covered everything. They stole your points. Okay, the reason why I asked you this is for some people, I mean, during my 1:1s, there was like one question, hey, Naveen, we generally don't do this. Like, how do we benefit? I think this group I need not brief because you yourself gave me points and stole points of Prakriti also. So, so that's pretty much it. So the idea is like the nature of presentation itself has a lot of benefits. One, apart from whatever you covered, another one nuance I would like to share is
No, still not. Okay, no?
you can share it. Or should I like use this thing? No, right?
No,
It will come on this.
come there only.
Okay. So another thing is your flow, the structure of whatever you are sharing that idea, it will get refined and it will be useful in general, including your planning for a group Goa trip. You're convincing your friends like buy Anna hai, right? How you're going to do it everywhere. So that there will be a spillover effect and all.
Also preparing of the PPT.
Preparing the PPTs in general. Cool. I think this group has like solid clarity that why they need to spend this afternoon here. So I am not wasting your time. Without further ado, can we all welcome Kiran? Ravi. I get confused between Kiran and Ravi. I'm sorry, man.
Okay, no issue. Yeah.
Come on, start.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself Ravi Kumar. Now I give the presentation of my day-to-day work, okay?
Just a moment.
Yeah.
Jagdish, I want you to write that person. You can give up skills. Whatever he did well, I want you to note. Yeah, yeah. Whatever you like, that's it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Today I cover two topics. One is access control enablement and process and CCTV and retrieve back. So access control enablement process means we have the I'm controlling of physical access. Overall have the biometric. I'm controlling that biometric system. I want to find how the system is working on. I want to find the system, find the sensitive areas who are inside this organization, and I give the biometric access of that one, and I give the access to particular person who coming the new joinees, newly who are coming. I give the access to them for accessing the particular floor or particular process where the process is there, and there I want to give the access. This is access control. How the access control is working on? We using for biometric system how give the fingerprints and enter passwords, and we have the access cards. Some security areas we want to put the three things same time. So sometimes you want to put a biometric and you want to access the access card also. So assigning roles and permissions means that's why I told which user in which floor want to access only for that floor they want to access means I give the access to that floor only, not for any others. They're not able to access the other floors. Implementing system monitoring and adds audit logs means I am completely checking every log. So if someone's users are try to tampering the biometric and someone's trying to access the biometric, but biometric is not working, they complaining. And then on the time I want to check where exactly issue is there. So this is This is we are using the monitoring and audit purpose. Next, CCTV. This is also one control system in our company. I'm handling that one. So this is the main purpose of the CCTV is monitoring every activity, any illegal activities happening or anyone to come inside illegally. We want to find that persons. That's why we are using that CCTV backup, CCTV mechanism. And as usual, I'm putting the every month scheduling the backups for 1 month. How many instances happen? How many data? How many CCTVs are capturing the scheduled that backups? Everything I want to schedule to move another one storage, automate backups and choosing the storage. These are I'm working on. The last one is for LWD. This means who are all left the organization. People's left the organizations. I'm taking that user's laptop and mails. Both I want to take the backup and store in the key secure system. That is where we are storing in the NAS. That is currently we are using that one. And I disable the user's access in the biometric. How the new journey is coming, I give the access for that in the biometric system. Same way, I revoking that in the biometric system and taking OneDrive backups. These are I'm day to day, so I'm doing in my job. That's it. Any other have any questions? That's it.
Last slide. This is last slide.
This is the last
This is
last
last
one.
slide.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Oh no, thank you for this. This is kidding.
That thank you. That's it.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, thanks. Ravi, okay, before sharing the feedback, format we'll have is, whoever is coming, I want one of you to be assigned like feedback giver, others we can share and I'll kind of summarize. So for example, for Ravi, it is Jagdish, whoever is coming next. So other person who's beside, you just write what you like and what are 1 or 2 things which you can improve. So start with Jagdish. And you need not stick to that whole format. You
Okay.
can just tell, hey, this is what I like, this is what I think. You can address the audience, not me.
His content is straightforward, but he will very confident what he's explaining. The improvement is the transition and the animations need to add the presentation.
Correct. Interesting point. So, like Jagdish likes your confidence and I think the points presentation, but if the animations are there, it will go to the next level. I'll talk
Actually,
about that.
animations, I'm planning to that, but why I'm not at put it means it's a point, very small points. If when I come to last session, I observe it. When come to the lot of points, you want to continuously working on in one PPT. So you want to make it for which is one first come, which is first, second come. That's why we want to put the animations. Now I'm clearly in my point and I want to
Yeah.
maximum minimize the point. That's why I'm not added that one.
That's what you are confident what you are saying.
Now he's confident. Now he's definitely more confident. Okay, that's thanks, Jagdish.
Thank
What
you.
else? Adit, Priyanka, Shavik.
Time
Fine.
management, good time management.
Great point. Like morning, we went to 10 minutes each. Okay, so I mean, each presentation, your presentation was well in time. I didn't check the time as such, but
Yeah, it
it was
was
within well in time.
2.5, I think so.
Correct.
20 seconds.
Okay.
How much?
What?
How long?
3
3 minutes, 20 seconds.
First will record.
A bit
Planning
more
before
because I
we-
started.
3.5 then.
Nalini, Prakriti.
Everything what is by day to day.
Okay, nice. Overall good, and I'll just add few more points, Ravi. First thing is, I'm not sure if you observed, like there is much more comfort when you are here compared to the initial days. Earlier also you were there, but right now there is much more ease. That's what I felt. And the slide structure was consistent. Like even the slides are moving, given the text, everything was aligned at the right position. It will have a very subtle effect. Just imagine the same slides. If you have the the headers and this thing like slightly changing also, your eye will have a certain movement and it's a very micro distraction. But the fact that it is so consistent, there was no distraction for us. We were like clearly attentive. One, now I think any suggestions like what, let us brainstorm, right? How do you think that we can like make this PPT to the next level? Like keep Ravi aside. In general, we are brainstorming, we are a team. This PPT, we need to take it to the next level. Ravi, you can sit. Actually, can you play that PPT once? So this PPT you saw, just tell me like, hey, this is 1, 2, 3 we can do and it'll be better.
Animation and block type.
Okay. Animation means like transition, you mean like one after the other?
Get this
Okay, one, correct.
and tutorial,
Images could be added.
tutorial presentation.
One is animation, Shalini. Images. Images could be added, right? Like for example, the different aspects which Ravi, you can move to the next slide. Ravi. Next slide. For example, this video surveillance or this thing. Yeah, correct. So Ravi, the one feedback is based on the topic, relevant images will enhance the memory or retrieval process. For example, here you're talking about like having the video surveillance in place, something like that. Okay, that is one point.
Thank
What
you.
else?
Thank you.
Thank you, Slade. Actually, yeah. Today morning I was asking for everyone. Where is my thank you? Actually, last slide, that is important. Something which might have got missed. What else? Ravi, why is this important? This particular step of whoever is leaving the organization, right? You do want to
I'm
come-
making the record of that users and I want to take that users backup for giving another person who the next to them. They give the KT or anything.
Correct.
In the future, anything else they wanted, easily we can retrieve the data from that.
Correct. So when the employee transitions happen, KT is a very critical step. Okay. Let us record that point. Go back. I mean, this is one use case. Okay. Go back to the previous one. Go back to the previous. Why is this important?
This will be evidence for.
You can stop your screen share actually. Otherwise, we tend to read everything on your screen, including the chats. Actually, that is another thing. Like Ravi, you had a different viewpoint, right? Like transitions are not needed. Let's have everything. Slight differ. Maybe some cases I want you to tell me if it is needed, but I'll tell you the user psychology on that side. Whatever you put on the slide, we'll tend to read it. Right? For example, I share my screen. My WhatsApp is there. My wife is like, "Where is the bread for the kid?" You'll forget about this presentation. It's like, oh, this guy is not managing this time. Right? Your eye goes there. So whatever is there on the screen, our eye goes. So it is worth to have the transitions, like make one point, then have the transition and then go for the rest, preferably. But in any case, there is a reason for you to put everything at once, it is fine. And actually, that is one thing I wanted to share with all of you. Whatever at least I am sharing today,
It's there.
it is not necessary that I am 100% right.
Yeah, this is
Because I haven't met a single eMudra client. I haven't given a single presentation to a leadership at like here. So there must be some nuances which I might be knowing. If those you are convinced, you should go for it. But whatever we're discussing, they're like universally kind of applicable, but you customize it. That's the bottom line, right? If you feel that same, Ravi felt like no, it is needed, but he should have like a stronger logic that it is fine. So if the logic is kind of taking care of this, it's okay. Okay, maybe if Ravi is doing it, I'll just continue with those points. So Ravi spoke about giving a backup. Second is surveillance. What was the first one? Giving access to
Access
the.
to the.
So whatever you're telling, if you help people understand those are critical and those are important, people will give attention and preferably use cases. For example, I'll just take one of his slide and explain. Today I'm going to cover certain things, and before that, let me share a story. There is a time where one employee transitioned and new team came, but they needed a critical thing, but they couldn't recover because back then we didn't have a system. And there was the second time this happened. So in an organization, fixing these three things are important. So in today's presentation, I'll run you through how these three areas are now taken care under with our team. Context, right? Oh man, this is like something critical important. So let us see what he has to share. In a nutshell, why is that important? If you share, you will have a better grasp of the audience attention. Otherwise, they'll listen, but their attentiveness will not be so high, right? Here, whenever you come, it is the game of only one thing, not in a negative sense, in a positive sense of attention, right? How much attention you are able to get, because everybody who is coming here, there is a lot going on in their minds. When I say here, like any presentation you have, they have things to fix at the work, they have things to fix at the home. So to bring them to that stage, it's not so easy. So you need to give them that enough reason and so yeah, that's it, Ravi. I think what I was sharing is while you're doing that, whatever use cases you're doing, they're very powerful. The moment you mention that the power of the use cases, then they'll realize, oh, this is very important. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Overall, I think you should take more chances often because your comfort is increasing. And whatever you're doing good in terms of this consistency and all, you should maintain, and small things anyways it will improve. Okay, that's it. Who's next? Adit. Priyanka, you note same thing. What do you like and what do you feel it can go to the next level? And as you all might know, like the points, the feedback which you are talking, it's not applicable just for some points might be only for Ravi. Like maybe I'll tell him, hey, you are just this, or not even that. Everything I think all of us can pick. For example, this sharing the importance of why is applicable for all of us. So while, for example, you're understanding Adit's presentation, you make note for yourself also. Oh, this is something maybe I miss, I need to take care. And both the good aspects. 5 + 5 + 5 + 5. 20 minutes. Just kidding, I didn't track the time, but.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. So today I'm going to present regarding solution which I am working, the product which I am working, emSigner solution. We know the motto of our company, okay, basically eMudra Trust Delivery. So it's all about like serving the trust services. Also, it completely into the digital signing, okay, and e-stamping as well. So, like we always say, it's a one-stop solution, okay, to issuing, managing, and verifying users and devices identities to enable secure digital transformation. So these are the few products like PKI, public key infrastructure, then e-signature and authentication. So in PKI, we have enterprise PKI, managed PKI, trust services, and then CLM, which is also called as Certinex nowadays. And then e-signature, okay, so which can be used for workflow automation solution, which can be used for bulk signing and remote signing solution. Another authentication engine for multi-factor authentication, PKI authentication, and IAM, identity access management. So this is about the emSigner solution. So through emSigner solution, how can you digitally sign the document and you can do the digitally e-stamping? So this is how the basically a workflow solution works. Okay, where the data population will be there in the form of templates and document generation, and then further e-signing automation happens, e-stamping automation happens. Okay, then multi-channel signing invitation will be shared with the clients through SMS, through text SMS, through mail, or through WhatsApp. Then signature verification will happen. So we have a demographic features. Okay, when using the like if someone is signing through Aadhaar based, so using the last 4 digit, okay, or the name or the year of the birth, using that we can identify whether the correct person is signing through Aadhaar or not. If it is about the DSC, okay, we have the EMA solution, okay, for the authenticity purpose of DSC, okay. Then we also do have the option feasibility for the internal signatory to sign the document automatically using class 3 document signer certificate. And then post signing, once the document is signed by all the signatories, then we have also provide audit trail certificate. So audit trail certificate gives you the complete document details, okay, like how many pages of documents were there, signatory details, along with the time stamping, how much time they consumed, okay, and along with the geolocation also. And then all the users will be notified through the document, okay, so like through mail, every users will be notified, and then you have secure document storage. So you can also define your DMS, okay, or it will be saved into the like public cloud also, that's the bucket, or private cloud also, if you want to define. Now I work only with the banks. So These days, banks are having many issues. Okay, they don't, as per the RBI, for IT security purposes, they don't want to share the invoices, share the documents outside of the bank infra. So how we are helping, okay, and why eMudra also, I will come here. So banks, like, as you can see, the current state of the current problem, okay, of the banks, like, you can see, like, they have some documents related to, like, these are the different portals, like personal, MLI, SME, wholesale, agriculture. So these are different the bank applications, which will be at the bank infra level. Now, what happened currently, the problem what they are facing, they are saving the document outside the bank. Suppose, like, if I talk about a cloud solution, so they are saving the document outside of the bank infra. Then it is coming to us, signed document is getting generated, and then we are appending the e-signature, okay, e-sign certificate is generated from our data center in the form of hash. Again, we are sending in the form of hash, and then it is going to bank infra. So here, the role of ASP, application service provider, is also played by eMudra, and the role of ESP, e-sign service provider, is also played by eMudra. So here, in this case, the bank is sharing their document outside their infra, which basically RBI doesn't allow for the IT security purpose. So now we come with a solution. Okay, as we all know, we have 3 dedicated mode of deployment. One is public cloud, second is private cloud, and third is on-prem. Now we are proposing the banks, okay, they can become an ASP. They can have our solution hosted into their private cloud, where the bank's data center, bank's document will be shared within their infra. Only the document will come for signing with us in India. Yeah, so I'll just the hash of the document will come for the for signing, because the certificate will be generated from our data center, and then it will push back to the bank. So here the document is not being traveled from the bank's infra. Now eMudra is the only vendor who provides on-prem or private cloud solutions. All vendors in the market are providing only and only public shared cloud solutions. So now, if someone opts for private cloud, okay, what powers they will have? They have dedicated deployment, okay, on-prem and private cloud for isolated infrastructure. Total platform governance they will have. Okay, they will have comprehensive control over the entire environment. They can have the audits and checks of everything, full auditability and data sovereignty. Okay, so they have complete trails and regulatory compliance as per the RBI, which RBI expect from every bank. Okay, they have complete granular network control. Okay, for the in-depth usability, complete infrastructure transparency, and absolute data authority. So there will be no restriction over the controls, okay, over the sensitive information, everything, it will be under the control of bank. Many more slides are there. Do you want me to go ahead?
No, time is up, so you can just quickly like go to towards the last. Maybe each one you just give, this is it, and move.
Yeah, so this is our solution architecture. Okay, so basically these are the banks and the users. Okay, so we have available in both web and Android. Okay,
Correct. Now move
yeah.
to the next. Correct.
So these are the document templates. These are part of the features of mSigner solution.
Correct.
Okay. Automation and customization. Automations are fully automated release, and customizations are also possible. Okay, platform recognition. And what are the features? Okay, using digitally, it will support some of the case study.
I'll let the judge start first. So each person will have your own judge. Okay, Priyanka, you can stand, and actually you address to everyone, not just Aditya.
Okay, so I feel like, good opening, like the way he opened, why he is giving the presentation, what about, all about. Then it is like structured content. Content-wise, it was like, though time constant is there, but the thing is, it was properly structured and all. And there is a kind of a problem statement, like what client pain points and what client is facing, and what is the solution for that as a eMudra, what is our offering. So clear-cut picture about problem statement and the solution. So other than that, if you ask me, I feel like he's confident what he is speaking. He knows what he is speaking. Only thing is the time management based on if it is 3 minutes, so it could have been cut down. That is what is my observation.
Correct. Great point. Great. Saroj bhai, bataiye kya अच्छा लगा?
I felt like that too much content was there with the time management.
Yeah, अच्छा लगा means you like too much content. Either you like that there is too much content, or you didn't listen to me.
Okay.
Okay, what do you like? First we'll finish what we like.
Is the confidence.
Here. Salman,
You're confident and the structure, it is.
correct. Like there are more, but.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that is finished. I'll just share this one and I'll go. I think like adding or repeating the context is clear. What Aditya was speaking, I think he said the context very clear. Aditya, one of your strong point, I don't know if people told you it's a strong voice. Maybe if it is already told, I think you already got that feedback. You should leverage it time and again. I think your eye contact was fairly good, like few points I would tell, but I would rate it 8 by 10. And I think good flow charts which helped understand. And this is where I wanted to kind of, it is not necessary I come and tell, hey, don't keep flow charts. Maybe the clients need it. Maybe the people need to understand. But there are few nuances we'll discuss. But the flow charts gave me a clarity of, oh, this is how, like they say the sign up process will be like this whole flow from the bank coming here and again going back. So I was able to visualize the flow. And I think the whole color coding, everything team was also good. I think USP somewhere.
You mentioned USP also.
Yeah,
Huh.
cloud deployment,
I
China.
just wrote USP. I didn't remember
That
what it is.
Like on-prem and
private cloud, which are
Cloud
vendors are
deployment.
not provided. So,
So one thing, I think you mentioned the USP. Those points you need to highlight, which you did well. There also, like you had like a good, interesting one, which was worth repeating. Is like eMudra is the only client which does that. I'll tell you another version. eMudra is the only client which does that. And next slide, tuck. It won't register. That's an important point, right? Like Aditya emphasized and paused there a bit. It is a very micro thing, but it adds value. So many good points there. Now let us come to the next level points. So what do you think? Like maybe you can play from the back. Keep the timing thing aside, that we'll figure out. But what are the things you think? It is not just about Aditya, all of us. Like from this presentation, what do you think we can learn, which can take this to the next level, which we can also emulate? What is that? Let's start off with just 2 points. Nothing. Huh? Maybe I'll just start off. I think the same thing, like might not be with all slides, but with some slides having the transition of one after the other, it will help. And especially things like this, right? This is a minor subtle thing. I feel like because this is more to do with taste rather than fixed thing. For example, if you're deploying certain code, there is no two ways. It is not like Prakriti is doing one way, Navin is doing. It's not like that. It is like fixed commands you need to follow. But when it comes to these things, we can differ. Here, I felt like you connect it, the flow or this thing will be much more better instead of a gaps. Because suddenly when we see it, this is for sure. When you're reading this slide, can I say that all of us spread our eyes like this? We will not go yes or no. That is the subtle thing. So small aspect there. And here, right, in general, morning class also told 6 steps for a document from beginning stage to end stage. When you tell 6 steps, they'll kind of listen to each step. Oh, what is step 1, step 2, step 3? For example, I'll tell you, hey, today I'll tell you 3 ways of how to pause better, or 3 ways why pauses will make your presentations effective. Point 1, you'll listen. Your mind will think, oh, what will Navin tell with point 2? The attention grabbing ability will increase wherever there's possibility, like 6 steps. You mentioned that is one. That's it. Everything is great. I think the bank, this thing you gave in this one, right? Next one or some other place. For example, like previous one. You can give like a example thing. For example, somebody is applying a loan. Tell what happens, and maybe with this layer, give an example so people can understand with some use case. I think that's pretty much it. Everything is covered. Some bigger slides, obviously, you will have more time to explain to people. There is nothing to share there. If transitions make sense, go to the next one. Like this is not needed. Actually, yeah. Go to the application. Here, some USPs or some highlighters will be there. Make sure you give enough space for it. Example, one highlight here is the power now you have. Right? For example, you can tell like you get like these three things. With all these three things, you will have like the power in terms of three areas: control, compliance, and visibility. I feel that is like a very valuable point, but it had like limited this thing. Maybe you can either go slow or keep it at the end, telling that hey, with all this, you are getting this, this, and this. That types. Go to this. That is just fine. Like yeah. Just here, like this one first time. Here, I think that is where again my suggestion, but I will open to differ. Like have the transition, like workflow stacks, doc templates, you can have everything. So first I'll read workflow. Next you add web forms. I'll read like this. Otherwise, I'll start reading everything and retention. This is one common thing. Have the transition basically. Just have one at a time coming. People will read, oh, we have doc templates, web forms, this thing. Yeah, complete. Next. Next. These things I'm not going because you will have more time to present this stuff. Again, one thing, this, what do you think we can do better? Or what do you think I mean, this is good. What can be done to take it to the next level? Animations on. Okay, one is animations. Next.
Instead of para, but with key points.
Content is
the
too much.
Content, so we can use some key points.
Okay, maybe. Yeah. It's not like an exact suggestion as
illustrations.
such. I think this is important. But
We can-
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, since it's anyways they're written in phases,
Ah.
1 year, he can show a line graph.
1 year, useful for 6 months.
He can show a line graph because it's always time bound.
Ah.
And in the line graph, you can put points and
This is optional. I also don't have still, but sometimes like timelines, they show it in a certain way. You know that it goes like a flow. This is good, like a document I can read, but as a presentation, maybe a small graphic of like this is the flow, it will happen. Like step 1, 2, 3. I'll share some things offline, but this is good. Like, yeah, last. That's it. I think whenever in the ending, right, I would highly recommend summarize. So yeah, that's the summary of like whatever you shared. Because people will remember those points. When you summarize, those points will go into their deeper subconscious and they'll retain for longer. But overall, I think a lot of great points which we covered, I'll also share this with you. And we have a round of applause. Who's next? Jagdish. So Ravi is your judge. Yeah.
we have another call. Attendant.
You'll come in 5 minutes.
Not
Just kidding.
Come in 1 hour.
Under promise or deliver. You need to run from that one. That's fine.
Hello. I'm audible. My voice is okay.
Loud and clear.
Thank you, sir. Myself, Jagdish. So I'm working in EMCA product since from 4 years. Let me present my product in briefly. So let me start with the agenda of my presentation. First is about EMCA. I just briefly, the 1 or 2 lines, I just explain what is EMCA. And then about the functional overview. Then what are the key modules we have? And then what are the standards algorithm EMCA will support? And what are the user roles we have and the responsibilities? Then EMC APIs. About EMCA, EMCA is a certificate manager tool. So which can manage the certificate, revoke, create, delete, revoke, suspend. So which can manage all certificate lifecycle And EMCA, we have multiple large deployments action across the countries. In India, almost all government sectors we are occupied. For example, IAF, the SBI, RBI, all banking sectors we are deployed. And we have deployed in Middle East countries also. And recently we are moving to European countries. And we have tamper locks with the integrity protection. Because, for example, if someone modified the locks in backend, so there will be a verification is there from server side. So normally server side we have one certificate. If someone modified, so it will verify, it will validate the signature. Multi-factor authentication. So we have so many authentication we do support. One is the soft token authentication. Soft token authentication means there will be one soft file will be created at the time of user creation. So the soft file will be installed in the client machine whenever user will log in. So it will digitally sign with the credentials. It will send to signer. The same certificate will be verified signature. And we have hard token. Hard token means the hardware device will be connected to the machine. The certificate will be generated in the token. So the certificate will going to use for signing. And we have SSO authentication also is there. So you can integrate with the Microsoft. So you can log in with the SSO also. And you can log in with the AD. So that's how we achieve multi-factor. And we do support multi-HSM support with the PKCS 11 compliant HSM. We have 3-4 vendors or there. Thales, we have Encipher, we have. So we do support multiple HSM vendors. And we have M out of N user control with separate duties.
What you do is you go briefly, it's okay. Like you elaborate on this one. The other topics you skip and go to the ending.
Yeah.
Take 2 minutes, it's fine.
And we do encrypt the sensitive data in our application with a encryption key. And we have various types of certificate can be issued. We have X509 and the CV e-passport related certificates and EMV certificates. It will use for chip related. And every request will be approved digitally signed with using the I mentioned we will digitally sign the content. So and the EMCL supports various protocols, the ACME and SCAPE, the CMP protocols. So we have key modules, all the modules we have separated the different management, profile management. So all the template related can be managed through profile management. And all the CA certificates will be managed through CA certificate management. User certificate, all the end user certificates will be managed under the user certificate management. And all the user and roles management will be the user creation, user deletion or deactivation. CRM can be managed through serial management. All the key profiles related will be managed through key management. The license related details will be managed from license management. We have report modules. All the reports can be downloaded from this report module. And we have external application access management means if some third-party application you can integrate with EMCA, so this gets managed through external application access management. Key sizes will support RSA 10.242.812, and these are the ECMS algorithm. These are the security algorithm support. These are the multiple HSM vendors. Encipher, UTMAC, Thales. See, we have 4 types of user roles we have. One is CA administrator. CA administrator is the boot user. He will initialize the application. So he will create all the users, all the administrators. And administrator, he is the next user. Administrator can create the officers and auditors. And he will renewal, the template creation, everything. Thus, what type of signature algorithm need to be used, what type of what will be the validity, so on can be managed to administrator. And we have officer. Officer can issue the certificate or revoking certificates. Whatever the profiles or templates created by administrator will utilize the officer can issue the certificate. And finally, we have auditor. he's the least privileged user, which can manage through only logs and who is logged in, who is he can download the reports on the. And EMC support REST APIs and as well as SOAP APIs. So we have these are the APIs, create certificate. The third party application can request through this API, they can provide the CSR, and they can get the signed certificate. So these are the APIs we support. Questions?
Now. Who's the judge? What do you like? Start.
The aware of their content is, and that content knowledge is very high.
Is clear with what is.
Clear with what the point, and they are present of what I going to the, what content I want to give you, they give one summarize that structure ways are nice
Correct.
in my side that.
Okay, next. Saroj, Rohit, Priyanka.
Where he was bullet point giving, I think animation is not required. I think it's just less content, I think so. Because every time you have to trace and it is coming, it's kind of
Correct.
thing what I felt. When you are giving too much content, that time you can introduce this one way.
When it is short, don't worry about like going step by
I
step.
thought I can explain each
Okay.
point by point.
Right.
I thought it is completely in one slide. I don't think.
Anyone else?
When
Okay.
started all the time, he is in slowly they started. That lack of confidence they have when starting point. After they go invalidate the presentation, that full confidence under the voice will come.
Okay. Cool. I'll just summarize. I think, Jagdish, you might be noticing again. I think it is the same for all. The more you come onto the stage, the less will be the discomfort. It is inversely proportional. You want to decrease, Shalini? Simply just keep walking like this, tick, 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 tick. That is one way. Other way is when audience are there. Okay. So, Jagdish, I see an increased confidence compared to the initial days. And I think also the confidence is not just from repeat standing, also because like Ravi mentioned, when you have like a good grip on the topic, your confidence will increase. There are ways where you can be confident even though you don't know stuff, but that's a different theory. Let us not get into that. But generally, one preparation method is like prepare, like have a good solid understanding of what you're speaking. Another thing is you set the context very clearly. Hey, this is the agenda. This is what I'm going to share and talk about. So we all know, okay, he's going to cover like these 6 topics. And I think the eye contact was fairly fine. In fact, a lot of times in the morning session, we had a lot of participants who were like mainly looking at the TV. This batch, I think everybody is maintaining good contact. Just keep it up because that is very important. Like when it is a conversation. It is not just what is on the screen and coming. People, when again, same thing, no, when I'm looking at topic, that little activation thing will happen where the attention levels spike up a bit. That is the reason for the eye contact also, because people, they'll feel that you are considering them or you are also aware of them instead like going on your own path. I think all those things. There are some improvements, but I'll just cover it a little later. I want us to play a video. That's it, Jagdish. Good one. Thank you. My elevation, like this, I was having. Okay. How many of you watch movies?
Everyone watch.
Hey, there could be people who don't watch. Movie time. See? I don't have serial teasers and trailers, but how to get the audio?
More voice.
Troubleshooter. We need the audio here. Audio is not.
It's not right, it's but
It's coming from the
laptop. It is from the laptop.
Coming from the laptop.
Let teaser.
What?
Or can I send this video to you? You open YouTube on your system? No, right?
YouTube notice.
YouTube not allowed.
Right.
I can,
You can play.
But currently not yet.
Having access
from Teams you can play.
from Teams, WhatsApp.
From system. Yeah,
There's no way. I mean, there's no way we'll do that.
Sound will be leaked.
Till Friday night, Friday evening.
Still the lights.
Not bad idea. If somebody can take care, I'm happy.
Friday evening.
Friday fun.
Probably.
We'll listen at Vero.
That is the maximum volume.
Okay, we'll play from the beginning. What is? How many people from Andhra? Any India fans? No? Oh, okay. Cool. So we watched, what was that? Teaser. Learn entertainment also.
एक गुलाम बिना अनजान साया मैं शपथ लेता हूँ मैं वो सब करूंगा जो कोई और नहीं कर सकता जब कोई नहीं लड़ सकता मैं लड़ूंगा साथी हम से नहीं लड़ूंगा जैसे कभी प्यार किया और पलट कर कभी पीछे नहीं हटूंगा अच्छाई बुराई सही गलत आप दुनिया की हालत को मिटा दूंगा मैं वो बलिदान दूंगा जिसका कोई गवाह नहीं होगा जिसकी कीमत मैं अपनी जान से या फिर अपनी आत्मा से चुकाऊंगा सानी से मेरा क्या हो जब का हथियार या तुम मांगूंगा या मैं ही मरूंगा It's before sorrow, service before self. The others, indeed of us. अधिकार Malaysia Gadajan. He's a soldier. What a soldier. And this is war.
Who wants to watch movie?
Everyone.
Everybody.
We need to go to theater. Still didn't come on YouTube. Okay, can we switch on the lights? Sorry. Okay, between these two, which had more content?
Second one.
Second one. What is it called?
Trailer.
Trailer. What is the first one called?
Teaser.
What's the duration of the teaser?
It will be 30-second max.
Generally 30 seconds only. They have like 2 minutes. It's okay. Other one is 2.5 minutes. What did they do in that? They gave a sneak peek at the end of the day. So the point is, you have like a teaser. I think, but a repetition. I wanted it to be more cinematic. You have a teaser. You have 30 seconds. You give a teaser. You have like 3 minutes. give a trailer. You have 3 hours or more than an hour or so, then you give the full movie. Whatever time you get from the other side, it could be an internal team member, team leader, or the client. That is very important because we'll have a lot to share, right? For example, there is so much to share in that. Like if you give me 3 hours, the entire 3 hours we would have played if it's on YouTube. So the thing is, we don't have that. I have only some time to explain. So thing is, make sure your presentations go in that. Like because most of the people ask, hey, that presentation has so much content. Like, how can I do it? No, give it like the teaser and trailer levels of details. Don't go into the nitty-gritties. Same with in your cases, right? Say you are presenting some idea to some senior or some teammate. They have only 5-10 minutes because there is some client presentation at 3 o'clock. You're discussing with them at like 2:45 or something. Hey, let us change this. You won't have so much time. So tailor that. So Jagdish, the thing is, you have like lot to speak, but how much time you have on the stage, you need to trim it down. That way it will be effective. Still, you can convey the point. For example, we know this war movie is an action movie. It has 2 protagonists, some there is backstory, whatever. You have some fair share of details, but you don't know the story as such. Same thing. You have some time. Come like, okay, this, and this. Need not get into the details. Okay. Cool. Who's next?
Solomon.
Solomon.
Very. Solomon left. Wonderful. Prakriti, you're done. Mine done. Is it? One, before I proceed, that point of the trailer and this thing is fine, no? We saw trailers also, so you should tell me whether that point was useful or makes sense. Oh, you're focusing on that. Next is Solomon's, no? I think everybody is eager for Solomon's turn here. I feel Solomon's turn so. Yeah, exactly. I think you'll have also a lot of Q&A, a lot of feedback. I need not tell, hey, Solomon's, Shali, can you look into it? Need not tell.
Last week, last week, there were more questions were
Oh.
they were going to take a loan. Sorry.
She did not hear. He was like last week, he asked so many questions, so everybody is ready to pounce upon him. Saroj, you will be the main judge. We'll also give feedback, but you need to be attentive what he done well mainly. All right, sir, over to you.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. My name is Sovik. So today I'm going to present about Secure Pass. Today only we heard access control from Ravi and MFA from Jagdish. So these 2 features will be provided by this product, which is Secure Pass, which is identity and access management solution provided by eMudra. So now coming to the agenda. So first I will talk about what is IAM. Second is the core components. Next is authentication methods, which are supported in Secure Pass. Third is the authorization methods. And next is Secure Pass process flow and the benefits of Secure Pass. Now coming to this point, what is secure identity and access management? So as the name suggests, identity, it's the identity of a person. Like it can be a So it's the identity management. So identity means to represent a person. Like it can be an individual. So to maintain the digital identities, we will be importing users from, let's say, organization will be storing their user information in AD. It can be Azure AD, it can be LDAP. So all those identities can be imported in Secure Pass. That identities are management is done in our product, that is Secure Pass, which is the identity management like framework to manage digital identities and control access. So the second part is the access management. So if I'm coming to the access control now, so the access control will be provided from a single dashboard. We can see which user is having what access, and all those controlling and providing of the access to the user or the identities will be done in this single dashboard. Now coming to this core components of the IAM. So first is identity management. As we currently discussed, what is identity management? That is one of the main components where all the role assignments can be done to the users. It can be a role-based access. So that role-based access will be provided to the identity management. All the access controls I'll come to in the later stage. And second is the authentication. That is, the authentication can be done through the authentication methods which are provided, like biometric. It can be password or maybe advanced password. It can be OTP, TOTP. And this verification will be done through this product, that is the SecurePass IAM. Now coming to the third component, that is authorization. So once the identity is discovered, access is given, authentication is done, then last will be the authorization. The user which is authentication is done, and once the authentication is verified, the authorization is provided to that user or not. The access the user is having, that authorization is given to that user or not. That will be decided in the authorization. Now coming to all the authentication methods. So there are almost 15 plus authentication modes that are present in SecurePass. So these are few, like advanced password, digital signatures, all of them. Now going to the next slide, that is the authorization models. So first, it will be role-based access control. It can be a attribute-based access control, and the last one is policy-based access control. Now the process flow. So first is user login. So the user will log in to the application with their identity. It can be a username, it can be a phone number, it can be email ID. So it will be unique to the user. Now once the user is logged in, given their unique identification, then it will come to the identity verification. If the identity is present in the SecurePass database, it will allow for the next, that is authentication. So now authentication will be based on the MFA, like what authentication method is given to that particular identity of the user. So it can be multiple or it can be a single one. So once the authentication page comes, then the user will enter the authentication. Let's say if we talk about OTP, so the OTP will be sent to the mobile or the email, and that OTP should be entered in the authentication check. Once that is entered, then SecurePass will internally check the authorization, and it will be deciding either the access is granted or it is denied.
So slowly wind down.
Now coming to the benefits of SecurePass. So it will reduce the breaches around 40%. It will cost savings around 25%, and it will improve the user experience by 30%. Thank you. Any questions?
First with the judge. Who's the judge? Saroj bhai, aap hi.
Content with animation, it was too good. Like what he was explaining at that time, only content was coming. So like if it's multiple PPT we have seen, too many content was there at the time. But the user is telling one by one. But the Souvik is whatever he is explaining at that time, that content was coming and he is explaining the
Correct.
same thing. So that is the point.
You can explain to all, by the way. Okay. Anything else? That is good one. Anything else? Anyone else? Jagdish? No, sir.
Now their voice will come high. Previously they are not they're speaking, it's very low, they're speaking now. they have the confidence. and
If
the
I'm
voice.
talking one to one, it will be low only. But if I'm talking to everyone, it will be automatically.
No, compared to earlier,
Yeah.
Ravi felt that like it is much better. Earlier you were doing fine, but it is much better. That's what Ravi's.
Very
Another reason is Ravi is sitting right in front of you. Okay. Anything else? Okay, I'll go next if not. So Savik, like good presentation. I think same thing. I think there's a lot of I think initially also you were comfortable here. There's nothing much because if you weren't comfortable, okay, I would have pointed out. But I think it's the same since beginning. I think good connection to the earlier presentations. For example, I think this product had certain connection to the previous presentation. That was done very impromptu and very nice because you didn't know that they were coming before, but you were able to map it. Hey, this and this has a link with this. So again, these are subtle attention enhancers. So that was done very well. And same thing, like I think Jagdish and a couple of others, you told, hey, I'll be covering this agenda in this presentation. The beautiful part of that is people have a sense of what will be the overall thing. Like, for example, you're in point number 3. They know that, man, they're at half. They themselves may tell, hey, maybe I have less time. Can we go to this slide or whatnot? If you don't give them that map, what will happen is they don't know where you are and how much is still there. Same thing. You go to a movie, you don't know the duration. It's happening. Interval kab aayega bhai? It will be like that. So that agenda seems so like small, but it has a lot of impact. Nice graphics and logos, and there are good transitions also, which is same Saurabh has done. Quiz, what app has Saurabh used to prepare this? No? Correct. It came in between. I was just testing the attention span. So Priyanka one. So good one. Another small thing is like I told, right? Wherever applicable, consider having numbers. Can you go to the previous slide? Wait, this one. How many authentication methods are there? First of all, you don't tell. How many are there? 15 plus is what he told. That thing is generally the moment you tell the 15 plus authentication methods, people are like, oh man, like this is really good. It gives you the sense. They can see also. See what people are doing when you are presenting Shabak is they're doing 2 things. They're listening to you, they're seeing the content. When the 15 is there, it is an additional retention factor, and I assume having more authentication, this thing is a good sales point. Is that right, Priyanka? So it's a good selling point. So it deserves to have that number there, 15 plus authentication methods. Otherwise, like so much, mind can't perceive. They listen to you. If you written it, it will amplify that effect. Last thing, whenever the presentation is done, like okay, give that slide. This thing you're like going, you're like okay, this is done, this is done. Okay, so actually I have to go from the beginning. Can you play? When you go here, small thing, but it still makes an impact. Like at this point in time when this transition is happening, yeah, those are the benefits of like secure pass IAM. Any questions? Thank you. Like, wait, pause, because that is where you are telling, hey, I'm done, right? So it's a very subtle thing. In fact, it doesn't like, it's not like a major thing as such, but it matters. For example, this is done. So yeah, so that's the summary of whatever we discussed. We'll just insert that whatever text is. And with that, thank you very much. And I'm open for questions. That last thing, most of the times I observed, like, just hold this. One thing is when you're coming, not you, I'm not talking about you, and actually you go and sit yourself. So when people are coming on this thing, because when you're giving presentations in front of laptop, that's a different dynamic. It doesn't count. But when coming here, people are like, hello, good afternoon, everyone. And no, like, just from here to here, it takes just 2 seconds. You can spend 2 extra seconds, Prakriti. Okay, Saroj bhai, ho sakta hai. So you come here. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, wherever you want to stand. So today I'll be talking about pause, just wait. When you are done in the ending slide, summarize. I think we discussed this before. Summarize. Like so, this is how this works, and that's pretty much it. I'm open for questions. Okay, that's it. Thank you. And then this. Okay, everyone. Thank you. Okay, everyone. Don't do it. I think overall, Souvik, good one. I think no changes to the presentation, very minor ones, but the small tweaks of exit and entry take care of it. So who's next? Where the is the last favorite? Solomon is only left. Everyone is covered, right? Saroj, aapka ho gaya na? Okay, presenting, ladies and gentlemen, the most awaited presentation of this series. Put your hands together, Mr. SOLOMON. Yeah, thank you for the one.
Really, I'm feeling honored and
Solomon, go back again. Okay. Now you come, stand and tell the same thing. Wait.
okay. Thank you.
Wait. Come here. Stand. Go.
Thank you for such warm welcome. I feel honored and I feel like one celebrity. So just
Recording is also happening. Aditya. I need not tell Shalini. That's why I didn't even tell. He is doing one step extra. Recording also. Oh, okay, I missed it. So if you observe, a lot of these learnings are simple, but we miss it. For example, I just told this entry and exit wala scene. Solomon, while he was coming from there itself, he was telling it. Same point. Very nice.
sorry. Okay.
Next time you want to just follow over. It's an entirely different product, not eMudra one.
No, it's part of every product.
Okay.
So yeah, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Solomon, and I'm going to speak about one of the core concept, and that's a very advanced technology, where most of the eMudra product uses this technology. Even whatever Souvik spoke about the product or Jagdish, all of this product, they make use of this technology. And that technology is nothing but it's a cryptography. Okay. So to start with, this cryptography is one of the advanced technology. Okay. So in this advanced technology world, we are knowing that technology is growing very faster day by day. Okay. And if we could go back to the 90s and 80s, the communication, between the two parties, where earlier it was like writing a letter to communicate between the two parties. And next it came with the sending messages, text messages, and next centuries coming with the sending with voice call, video call. So the communication media was like advanced day by day. But have we ever, having any concern that whatever communication we're having, the informations were secured? Have we imagined that the datas were being secured? So that is one of the main concern, right? So whether my datas, whether Shalini has sent me one text message and the text message is safe or not. So that is one of the major concern, right? So to fill the gap and to fill or to answer the concern of this, we have one of the technology called a cryptography. So cryptography is nothing but it is a process or a mechanism of securing the data between the two communication parties. Okay. The main goal of this cryptography is to maintain the confidentiality and the integrity and non-reputations. These things are like one of the major terms of cryptography. Everyone once the data has to be, confidential, you know. So let's start about how it is useless and how it is very much useful. What are the types? And we'll just see some example of a real world scenario example. So yeah, whenever cryptography comes into the picture, we have a key concept that is an encryption, decryption, and the key management and the algorithms. Encryption is nothing but it's just converting it to an unreadable format, and decryption is just vice versa. But making this encryption and decryption, it uses the keys and the algorithms. Yeah, okay. So these are few types of cryptography: symmetric, asymmetric. And symmetric means it uses the same keys to encrypt. Asymmetric means it uses the two types of keys to encrypt and decrypt. That's a very secure one actually, and it's very advanced. So RSA, ECC, these are types of cryptography. So the main uses of this cryptography is it uses in the securing communication parties actually. So the data protection, digital signatures to identify the authorities, and blockchain, that's updated one actually technology, like securing the bitcoins using this technology. So these are the challenges and and the future directions. So challenges are security might be compared to the advanced one. Security, the key management things will be very hard to manage it because the keys might get disclosed. So that is one of the main concern. So to fill this, we have advanced technology, that is the quantum cryptography, homomorphic encryption things. There are many things coming into the future where it will be completely a secured one actually. So these are users and advantage and disadvantage, we can say. So in conclusion, cryptography, one of the main concept to secure the data or the informations in this advanced growing technology world. So that's what this cryptography is all about. So any questions, you can just.
Don't ask. Okay, we'll start with the dedicated judge. He made a lot of notes, Solomon. Okay.
Yeah, overall presentation was good. And initially, for example, only it took, I think, more time. And ran the country, the example was there, everything. In question only the content was there. And you were moving your question. You were not moving.
You should not see me, you should see her only.
Yeah, I'm seeing her.
And I think you can share with all in general. Like I felt like Solomon was not like that.
He was moving there.
Maybe he wanted to entertain you. You were not taking it positively. Okay, just kidding. Okay, continue, Shalini. Okay, like there is more movement. Okay, right.
Priyanka,
Nice opening and conclusion. You concluded opening. The body language, which you have
yes, yes.
you speak, very nicely, but somehow if your body language go along with that, it will be.
What you guys were like, Solomon will do that, do this. Nothing so nice. You are.
Prakriti, she said like before.
Oh, what? I thought some great battle will happen.
He regularly talks to us and on stage.
He's a little more serious, no, professional he should be. Good, good.
Sometimes has to.
At least here he has to be. Otherwise, he can't keep the same mischievous smile there also. So can I? Solomon?
Sure.
Okay. He's like, why not you also give? I think very nice intro. Like the topic is kind of relevant, right? Like, okay, eMudra, like in the digital signatures, the whole thing, one of the integral part is the cryptography aspect. So I think the topic was good, and I think you gave that importance also, like, hey, this is very important for this whole thing. That is a good practice in general. For the first 30 seconds, if you are able to establish whatever you are going to speak is important, you will buy time for the next 3 minutes. And if you are able to engage, then they'll move in that sequence. So establishing the importance was very important. Solomon, you did a great job there. And even in the conclusion, you were like, okay, as concluding, which is what like multiple times we repeated in a bunch of presentations. Again, that is covered very well. And the presentation is like, thanks to Gamma also, like it is like it is consistent and clean. And if you remove this, maybe we'll appreciate you more. But right now we're appreciating Gamma more. So again, small nuance, maybe you're on free plan, I don't know. And I think Shalini already covered it, coming to areas where it could, it's a very nice topic, which you can condense in 3 minutes and convey to a certain extent, not like too much. But given that you took a little while to get to the main point, I think the time was little lost. And when you're elaborating little also, people are like, no, we know it, please go to the next slide. They'll get that feeling. Don't go so much, right? Unless or until, for example, for us trainers, it's necessary because even we tell 3-4 times, it takes a while for people to get it. So we'll be repetitive, but you don't be repetitive, get to the point. Yeah, I think that's it. I think you have like advantage of being able to switch your personality from jovial to serious. And I think that was deployed. But like Priyank and others said, if your body language is also going along with that, it'll like kind of amplify further. That's it. I think overall, like good one. I didn't expect so much heat. We covered everyone. Okay. Can we take a break? Is that okay with you all? Rakesh is like, of course I need a break. Not can we? 3:42 it is. When will you come back? Okay. Can you assure that you will be here by 4 and not 4:05? There is one thing like a refresher of the standard best practices and one video. We'll be finishing quickly. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. You go to your Friday firefights. You stopped coffee, yeah?
Yes, I'm trying.
What was the
Please note